Hello, Cinephilers, and welcome back to my channel. It's Shayna with Cinephile. So, I was looking on YouTube and I saw that they have a section for movies and shows. And not just movies and shows to like rent and buy, but they have free ones to watch. So, I was on here and I was like, let me go through and see of the ones that I could recommend, ones that I've seen, and maybe ones that I want to see. And so let's get started. So the first line I would recommend, Small Soldiers. I've seen this one before. We used to watch this a lot when I was younger. I don't know why, but I always remember it being a good time watching that one. And I think there's some language in it now that I remember. So just caution to your kids if you want to sit down and watch it with your kids. There may be some language. Jingle All the Way is one that I have not seen, but I've always wanted to see. It may be one of those Christmas movies that you can add to your list. Another movie that I wanted to see, In Time, right here, starring Justin Timberlake. I remember when this movie came out, and I was like, I like the concept of that. I like the idea of time and measuring time and what that would look like. And for some reason, I never got to watch that film. So seeing it on here for free on YouTube, I might check it out. Spaceballs, that would be one. Hang 'em High, Clint Eastwood. Let's see. Oh, Freedom Riders. That would be a good one to watch. An inspirational story. See, Nanny Diaries. That's okay. It's not the best Scarlett Johansson. I mean, the best Scarlett Johansson is Girl with a Pearl Earring when she played Greet, but it's an okay film. Let's see. Oh, Bridget Jones's Diary. Hands down, one that I would recommend. It doesn't look like this Frozen right here is the Frozen that we're used to of let it go, let it go. So I won't recommend that one. Lilies of Lilies of the Field, and that is featuring Sidney Poitier, the great legend himself. I would recommend that one. We Are Soldiers. I have not heard of that one, but it's featuring Mel Gibson, who I'm a fan of. Interesting enough, he's in my town right now filming a movie, like right down the road from where I live. So that is very interesting. I've seen The Soloist before. I wasn't too thrilled about it. Gone Fishing with Joe Pesci and Danny Glover. It was pretty funny. I remember seeing that back in the day. Hardball is another good one. That's an inspirational one, but it's also sad. Directed by D.B. Sweeney. I have an interesting story about D.B. Sweeney. I met him before, and like my journey to being in the film industry and stuff. So I have like an interesting story about that, and one that he probably wouldn't even know. But I could just say real quick, when I was 19 years old, I was very depressed, and he was filming a movie called Dirt Nap at the time. And the movie actually changed, the title changed to Two Tickets to Paradise. But I was working my job, I was working at Chili's, and I pretty much had given up on college. And I was just working at Chili's, and my parents, they could tell that I was not doing well. And one day I just had I was just having a lot of dark times. And they were like, what do you want to do? And I was just like, I don't know. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And so they were like, Shayna, they're filming a movie in Wilmington and they're looking for extras. Do you want to go do that? And I was like, yeah. All I could do was go to work and read my Harry Potter books. That's all I did. And I was down for doing that because I was so tired of whatever was happening. And I was so dark inside that I was just depressed. So we went to go sign up to be extras, and then we got our day, and we went up, and I was sitting on the set, and I was reading Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. And I was just sitting there reading, and this man comes and sits beside me, and he was like, how you liking that book? And I was like, oh, I like it. He's like, I heard a lot about that series. And I started telling him about it. And he was like, I'm going to have to pick it up and read it. You know, he's just very friendly. And that man was D.B. Sweeney. And he was directing. And it just made me feel better because I was in a dark place. And for him just to come and chat with me, I didn't realize that he was the director until later someone, like one of the PAs told me, oh, that was the director that was sitting by you. Because I asked, I was like, who was that guy? And they told me who it was. And so I thought that was pretty nice of him because now I've worked in the film industry. I've worked with a lot of great directors who are very kind, but then I've been on set where they are not so kind. And it just seems like that can be make an intense environment. And he was a kind person. So I just have to say that. Another film, The Firm, starring Tom Cruise. That was one. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. Now, if you're into horror films, I would say The Ring. I have not seen it. I don't sit around watching horror films because I don't sit around watching stuff that makes me scared. Just FYI. Romeo and Juliet. Yes. I love this one. I love this version. It's so good. It's a classic. It was a classic when it came out, but I love that. The Never Ending Story. Yes, that will be one. Planet Hulk. I don't know about that one. It's an animated feature. I haven't seen that one yet. They need to add one into the Marvel Universe, but I guess that was Thor Ragnarok, but it was Thor. It wasn't, that was not Hulk, but even though he was in it. Oh, Melissa Joan Hart. Yes, I love Drive Me Crazy. You can call me cheesy all you want. I don't care. I love her, and I love Drive Me Crazy. She was part of my growing up, you know. So Clarissa Explains It All, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Drive Me Crazy. I mean, I'm here for it, and I love this movie. Sergio Leone film Once Upon a Time in the West. I would recommend watching a late great director like him. If you want that type of like Disney Channel movie, I would go with Agent Cody Banks. Frankie Muniz, I really like him. I think he's very charismatic on screen. And I really liked him in Big Fat Liar as well. Of course, Malcolm in the Middle, his show, but I'm talking about as a film person. Rain Man would be one to watch. Let's see. Heartbreakers. Hilarious. If you've never seen that film with Sigourney Weaver and Jennifer Love Hewitt, it is funny. It also has Ray Liotta in it as well, but this mother and daughter, they like scam guys. So yeah. Serendipity. That's one that used to come on TBS all the time. All the time. Let's see. What's another one? Oh, Blue Chips. I would recommend. Out of all the Shaquille O'Neal films, I would say Blue Chips. Okay, so this George Clooney film, Matt Damon film, I don't know how to pronounce it. Sirena? Maybe? I used to have this film. I never knew how to pronounce it. And I bought it because I wanted to watch it, and then I never got the chance to watch it. So this is one that I'm like, yeah, I want to watch that. The Secret of Nim. I would say yes. That would be one. Autumn in New York is a sweet one. It's such a sweet movie. And I love... Oh, not Audrey Hepburn. Sorry. She looks so much like her, but Winona Ryder. I love her. Let's see. Let's go down. Oh, Of Mice and Men. That's a classic. Oh, Brittany Murphy, Uptown Girls. I never watched that. And I think it came out like around the time she passed or close to the time, and I just never got a chance to watch it. It was just so not good. Super Size Me, I hear, is a really good documentary. I have not watched it, but now may be a time for me to watch it. Let's see. Coolie High, and that one will be a tearjerker, just FYI as well. Let's go down. I guess if you want to watch some music, I have not seen Linda Ronstadt's The Sound of My Voice, but she's a great singer, so I'm pretty sure it's going to have her singing in there. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Redcliffe, y'all. This film right here is so freaking fantastic. The cinematography, the action, the acting, everything, just so freaking good. It is John Woo's masterpiece. I would have to say that. I like his American films that he's done, but it does not touch Redcliffe. I cannot believe they have this on here for free. It is long. It's 2 hours and 28 minutes. And there's also 2 different cuts as well. But recommend, highly recommend, highly recommend. I will probably put this link in the description for you to watch Redcliffe, most definitely. Let's see. I'll probably put all of them in there. Oh my gosh, I can't believe they have Redcliffe. A cheesy movie, Paycheck is cheesy. I have not seen Samuel L. Jackson's Shaft, but I like Samuel Jackson, so maybe so. Let's see. Guys and Dolls. Yeah, that would be good. I'm staying away from Nick Cage, y'all. Wish Upon a Star. I love this one. This is a Disney Channel film, and I just love like the story. It is one of those Freaky Friday 17 Again stories where they swap bodies and stuff. So it's these 2 sisters, they swap bodies, and it's very endearing. And it has a young Katherine Heigl in it before she became, diva extraordinaire. But yeah, Zodiac will be another one. That's a mysterious one. Is one that is not solved at the end. Black Knight. Martin Lawrence is hilarious in Black Knight. I would say that one if you want something to laugh at. Let's see. I hope I'm not missing anything. I'm trying to. Oh, The Illusionist. That will be one starring Edward Norton. It came out around the same time as the other one, Chris Nolan, Hugh Jackman, The Prestige. So, unfortunately for The Illusionist, I have not seen that one. I've seen The Prestige, but I've heard people say that The Illusionist is actually better. I'm like, someone did better than Christopher Nolan? Okay, whatever you say, but I don't believe it. Let's keep going. Make sure. See a lot of In the Heat of the Night. We used to watch that with my grandma growing up. Mr. Tibbs. Let's see. Looking. Throw Mama from a Train. I've seen that before. I think that was one of those TBS movies that I've seen. Okay, the original Godzilla. It's a must watch. You gotta watch it. It's the uncut Japanese original. So watch that. Ron Clark story, an inspiring story, starring Matthew Perry. I would say go watch that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to say watch this movie with caution. I will say, okay, first of all, watch it during the day. Don't watch it by yourself. But Grizzly Man. It is one of the most haunting movies I've ever seen in my life. It's Werner Herzog's documentary, but it's a film within a film. Um, it is just, there's a scene in there, and it's Werner Herzog listening to something, and it is the most haunting scene I've ever seen in my life. And you don't see anything. You're just watching him, but it's your imagination that comes into work. I watched this film in film school, and I had to write a film review on it, and that was about 10, 11 years ago, and I can still remember. I've only watched the movie once, and that's enough for me. But if you want to watch a really good, Herzog, he does an amazing job. So if you want to watch that, have at it. I've seen Dear Santa before. It's a cute little movie, if you like those. An American Christmas Carol. Hey, it's Christmas time. Watch the Christmas Carol. Any of them will be fine as long as they stick to the true concept of the story. 12 Angry Men will be another one to watch. And something called Christmas Thieves. I'm thinking about Bicycle Thieves. Oh my gosh. Let me see. I'm going to get you, sucker. Cheesiness. Keenan Ivory Wayans. Any of the Wayans. Cheesiness. But they're hilarious at the same time, so if you like that stuff, I would say have at it, watch it. Just some of this stuff has language in it, so I would just be careful with your littles. And that's it. So that's all the films that I recommend. I'm going to put Red Cliff most definitely in the description. So thank y'all for hanging out with me tonight and looking at the free films and shows. And if you see anything on here that I should have watched and you want to recommend to me, put it in the comment section. Let me hear back from you. It looks like this Making Waves, the art of cinematic sound. You probably can't see it, but this one right here, that looks like one I might need to check out because I am a filmmaker. So thank you all again. My name is Shayna. Thank you for visiting this channel. And like this video, subscribe to this channel. You have a great day. And also, I'll be back later to do some more videos with Wesley.